Srimad Bhagavata Mahatmyam. The glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Introduction. In the dark age of Kali, Bhakti is the only process for getting free from material conditioning. Bhakti is achieved only by the holy association of a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. Specifically, one must hear Krishna Katha from such a devotee. Srimad Bhagavatam is the best source of Krishna Katha. It presents questions and answers related to Lord Krishna, his name, form, pastimes, energies, and various incarnations. It was compiled by Srila Vyasa and is the essence of all Vedic literature. Srimad Bhagavatam is so potent that it captivated the heart of Sukadeva Goswami, a self realized soul completely absorbed in Brahman. He ran away from home after his birth, but returned as soon as he heard a few verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. Although he renounced everything, including even a coupon, he could not give up Srimad Bhagavatam. He was very fond of forest life, Aranya Priya. But after hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from his father, he became very dear to the devotees, Vishnujana Priya, by reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam. He was so renounced that he didn't distinguish between male and female. Yet he relished narrating the most intimate pastimes of Lord Krishna with the cowherd damsels. Srimad Bhagavatam is the very life and soul of the Vaishnavas, especially the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called it spotless Amala Purana. He would hear it from his dear associate Sri Gadadhar Pandit at Narendra Sarovara in Jagannath Puri. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami lists hearing Srimad Bhagavatam as one of the 5 essential processes of devotional service. Indeed, it is so wonderful that even impersonalists who doesn't consider the Lord's form or abode transcendental cannot resist studying and commenting upon it. Srila Prabhupada carried Srimad Bhagavatam abroad, the Jaladuta, to the United States, and with this weapon he conquered the world. He blessed many thousands with the wealth of Srimad Bhagavatam. He referred to his Bhaktivedanta purports on Srimad Bhagavatam as his emotional ecstasies. He made it mandatory for his followers to hear Srimad Bhagavatam daily. Wherever he went, he spoke on Srimad Bhagavatam. He sometimes relished hearing it from his disciples as well. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said that if all the books in the world were destroyed and only Srimad Bhagavatam remained, there would be no loss. It will be clear from this booklet that this is no overstatement. This translation of 6 chapters of Padma Purana, Uttarakhanda, entitled Srimad Bhagavata Mahatmyam, the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a mature fruit of Vedic tree and therefore can grant all desires. The process of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is 7 days. Sapta Yajna is a means for attaining all desires. Generally, pure devotees of the Lord, being free from all material desires, do not engage in such recitation or rituals, but they use the Sapta process for preaching to the masses. Therefore, they are not concerned with all the details of the rituals, as the real purpose is to convey the importance of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. The Puranas sometimes instruct through the indirect method of storytelling, as Sri Narad Muni informed King Prachinbarhi in Bhagavatam 4.28.65 as, "My dear king, in this way I have indirectly instructed you in the science of self-realization. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Creator and the Controller of the universe, is very much pleased with indirect explanation, Parokshavada. This doesn't mean, however, that this narration is a fable. It is factual, but there is a moral to the story. To give some insight, brief comments are given at the end of each chapter. Within these chapters, there is a lucid description and incidental predictions for the modern age. unscrupulous scholars should not consider them interpolations because, even according to modern historians, Puranas existed prior to the activities narrated herein. There is a confirmed historical fact. For example, the first chapter states that Yavanas will take control of holy places and demolish temples. This is a reference to the Muslim rulers like Aurangzeb who destroyed the major temples in Vrindavan, Mathura, and other holy places. There is also an implicit prediction that Srila Prabhupada would preach in the West. This should make atheists, agnostics, and skeptics reconsider their convictions. Hare Krishna. End of the introduction.